Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today I'm back on Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteousness, and we finally did everything we needed to do in Kenabres. We defeated the demons that tried to take down the Defender's Heart without losing any buildings, so that was a huge bonus for us. We got an achievement. We gathered a whole bunch of allies to help us out during the assault on the Great Garrison, which will be happening very soon. And we gained a whole bunch of levels and items. Actually, before I go through with it, I forgot. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some stuff. By stuff, I mean potions. Buy those mage armor potions. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of buffing items. Buy one more. This will be a big assault, so
Friendship lasts forever.
I'll go ahead and drain my account. Paying for all this. Went through that here. I'm gonna check and see if there's any more missions. That's why I went out. Here's the strategy. Let me make sure. You already got all the allies. Yep. Basically, you want to make sure that all the hourglass quests are complete, or the ones you can't complete are complete. Because once you move on with the story, you saw that warning when I said we were about ready to attack the Great Garrison. After we complete the attack on the Great Garrison, we'll transition to the next chapter, and any quests with an hourglass like this that weren't completed will be considered incomplete and lost. So when you see like a warning after like you did the first time when I clicked that, that's your final warning to conclude all the hourglass quests. Otherwise, you will not be able to ever. And we did, so let's start this. Yep, this will be our party. I really want to use Ember, but I can't really find any good spot for her. I need a frontline character. I mean, I could get rid of him. I mean, my main character has trickery with her, so she can handle that. I don't need him for lockpicks. I think I'm using land for perception, and that's an important skill. So I can't replace him. He's a healer. His healing might be better than Ember's. And she's my arcane damage dealers. He can be too, but I'm having him set up earlier for more control effects. I'm not using her unless I have to. So not really much room for Ember in the party, as much as I like her. I don't like his personality, but he fits the role I need. A background cleric, basically, which is definitely vital considering we're going to be assaulting a fortress, well, a barracks, and go through a lot of enemies. So we're going to need a lot of healing. She's more of a secondary healer. But she's mainly for my front line. A knight, so to speak.
Three things in Japan.
Alright. We're going in. It's time to do this. Kenabres will be ours. We'll repel the demonic assault with the fury of Doom Guy. Fury of Doom Guy, that's what I said. And I'm just gonna say it now. This is but the assault on the Grey Garrison is but a taste of what you'll have to deal with in the next chapter. We have to take an entire city that's been overrun by demons back. And I actually just completed that. Took me a few days, and it was a long mission. A very, very long mission. This is nothing compared to that one. I may even have to skip to 3 levels of corruption on that fight, because I had to rest so many times because of the sheer amount of enemies and how much damage they do. It was not pretty. I missed this the first time I went through. It's because I went and rescued the storyteller after the assault on Defender's Heart. I should have done it before.
No time for idling.
Hang on. Yeah, there's a reason I'm let me show you the difficulty I'm playing on. Well, it's custom made. No, let's turn that on. Kind of want to do this one. This is about as high as I have it. Mine may go slightly stronger, but yeah, I'm not even going to push it there. This is plenty hard. I'll probably turn that down, that difficulty, when I go to Dresden. Simply because dealing with all that and having to results me in having to rest a lot. That siege was so long. So long that in fact I'm probably going to bring 2 clerics with me when I go in there.
A bright future awaits us.
And yes, spoiler alert, you do get a second cleric
Adventure
shortly after we're done here.
with grace.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Okay, our tiefling allies are letting us know about traps.
Huh?
Can't hide from me.
Careful.
This is my time to shine.
Here we go.
Pretty good, aren't I?
How cute! So exciting! With grace.
This is my kind of work.
Huh?
You definitely want to get that because that opens up a quest.
My time to shine.
And the basement is cleared. Now let's go up to the first floor.
They choose to stand against me. A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my sharp nails instead.
Let me get her buff set up. Those 2 buffs. Yeah, I can't really use the hang on. Can't use my necklace when I use that ability. On the plus side, it frees me up to use other necklaces. I'm at 27 armor class with those. And with the haste spell on me. My main tank's only 24. time to get the, yeah, I need to get my mage armor buffs.
Us. Yes. Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
He doesn't need it.
You are my favorite aid.
She does. She doesn't wear armor. The monk, my monk character can also use it as well.
Greatest challenge. All ears.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Hang on a minute. I'm pretty sure I set this up. Had it set up so I had that equipped on her. That'll be good for him.
No time for idling. How cute!
Hang on a sec. Yeah.
So exciting!
Actually, I think it's a damn shame it didn't land on his mansion. We'll have destroyed something less valuable.
Grace? Huh? This is my time to shine.
Just a food stuff and some trophies I can sell for a little, make a little bit of pocket change. Are there any other buffs I can put on him?
No reason to pause.
Might save that one.
I will help where I can.
That'll work.
Together, we
The world
stand.
is full of wonder.
Yeah, I better get moving while I have these buffs up.
So
I
exciting!
refuse to accept their statement.
Go.
If I had chosen not to bring what was his name, that Inquisitor or Prelin or whatever the heck his name was, I could have recruited some of the chaotic agents, and they would have put these demons to sleep. So that probably would have been more useful than what I got here. Not gonna lie. And that would have allowed us to skip this fight. Yes, they do.
You've crossed the wrong line.
There we go. It's actually pretty strong as a DPS archer, not gonna lie. That's why I kind of want to have an archer on my team.
Cover me, all right? Adi, T, go. Out of my sight.
Away, you rascal!
There we go. Alright, there they are, commencing their assault. And they're fighting a whole bunch of stuff down there. Not if we have anything to say about it, demon. Come on. Tear him up.
Yet another obstacle.
Yep, we're getting to the ward stone. That's the goal. Do I still have...
I will see to your demise. You won't survive me. Endure this. Go.
Got all my stuff still up.
Your time is over.
Thank you!
Well, this may be a risky maneuver, but... Actually, do I have... Get out of that poison gas. Alright. I'll save it.
Precision and grace. Adi,
Nice. Yeah, Lan is actually a really good DPS character.
You offend me.
Nice. Main character just waltzed up. Yeah, that was a crit too. That's why I like rapiers. They have high critical threat range. Walked up and one-shot that guy. Awesome. That's what I like to see. Look like I have enough to attack, so yeah, that's not gonna help us. The demons are resistant to a lot of fire, ice, and lightning. Stuff like magic missile would work against them. What the? Come on, come on.
Stand down. You'll trouble me no more.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? I'll make short work of this.
You're out. You're out. Indria, it's up to you.
Away, you rascal.
Not quite a killing blow, but he's almost dead.
You should have listened to reason.
Guys aren't very tough. Just what's annoying is that they just put their poison gas all over the place and can make it so that you can't attack. Alright. Yeah, looks like we're doing a good job, except we lost 2 Crusaders there. Okay, looks like one of our Crusaders got abducted by that powerful demoness. Ah, yeah, this is the loot I had before when I returned to the city from going through the shield maze. I can pick it up again. Also remember this fell during the first time we came through here, so we can't go that way. Can't go through this way, so can't go through that way, so we gotta find another way to get up there.
With grace.
Problem is, where are we gonna go again?
Huh?
Oh, downstairs through here. Yeah. Our tanks need to go first. That's how it works. Wish some people in Smite would learn that. Always got assassins going into bad positions and getting themselves melted because they're squishy. If they waited for the tank to take some damage for them and go through all their abilities, then it'd be easier for them to do what they need to do. Nice. We took out that mage. That's a good thing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Man, I thought we were getting flanked. Or actually attacked from behind, not flanked. Flanked is attack from the side. Yeah, don't want you casting spells. A lot of mages do more than just damage you. They also can do control effects.
Your time is over.
Distract them for me.
Mind over muscle.
Bright future awaits.
Nice.
Lead on.
Hold on a sec.
Seems to accept their statement.
Well, I probably... oh well. Hopefully we'll be alright. But you did say sound the alarm.
Time to share your treasures.
Go ahead and use one of my spontaneous heals. Then I'm gonna go over here and help him out.
The light. Take you.
Bring you up here.
You're irrelevant.
Oh, we lost one of our wizards. Well, wizards are very frail, so that's not surprising.
You won't survive me.
We'll take your cleric then.
Cover me, all right?
And he can go down too.
Out of my sight.
Got 2 viewers now, awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. Oh, yes I am. We're gonna take the city back from the demon scum. One battle at a time. And I'm honored to have you with me to cheer me on and watch the whole thing.
Stand down.
No glory without risk.
You should have listened to reason.
I will help where I can.
And in case you don't know, my friend, I have a whole walkthrough of this from the beginning all the way up to where I'm at. I also have a beginning to end walkthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker and Tropico 6 and Skyrim.
Together we stand.
I will be adding more as well. Like Dark Souls is in the work, Dark Souls 3, and I'm considering doing Dragon Age Inquisition.
No time for idling. Is there trouble?
Alright,
It's
that's...
my time to shine.
Oh, hang on a minute. I remember this part. I beat the game like 3 times. And I do agree with you, it's good. But I'm still leaning toward Origin being the best. I played that on the 360. That was a really good one. I beat that one 4 times. Going back to Inquisition, I used a Battle Mage, a Templar Dwarf, and I used a Tempest Rogue. And if I do, and I'm considering doing a two-handed warrior, probably going to be Canary, and basically it's going to be Iron Bull, maybe, or because if I go through Inquisition again. I also made a tanky dwarf of the slum origin for them, where you become a criminal and all that. I might consider doing walkthrough of Origins. But I might have to buy it on Steam, since I don't know how to stream on an Xbox 360, and that's where I have it. I did a dual wielding warrior in there too. I did an archer in there and a mage. I did a Dalish elf archer, and I did a human noble for my dual wielding warrior. Well, that's a shame.
The world is full of
But I could probably get Origins at a discount on Steam. Then I could play it there. I have Inquisition on the PS4. Another game I was thinking about streaming would be Divinity 2. I beat that game 3 times. That's a really good game. I played a lizard character, a dwarf character, and an elf character. I did a battle mage for my my lizard that did water damage and healing and dual wielded. My wizard was earth and fire, which combo well together for good damage. I also had an undead with me that got healed from poison, which I also knew as a wizard. And he was also a necro cleric. And my latest one was a dwarven battle mage that did sword and shield, that did warfare and geomancy. That was also where I did my summoning build. Oh yeah, it is. So many ways to play the game. Alright, I'm gonna get into this.
How cute!
What do you think of Mass Effect 3's ending? I see. I actually have Andromeda. I've beaten it. It's not as good as the original trilogy from story mode wise, but gameplay you get to. Just wow. What's the proper word for this? She's I don't know, brainwashing them. Well, no, brainwashing's not the good word. She's enthralling them to do this type of messed up stuff. Well, it's time to put an end to this. Yeah. Lick every... Wow. She's getting into some freaky stuff. Yeah. That's how succubuses are. That's why we gotta be careful around them. Oh yeah. I actually missed the Fenian for my first walkthrough of the game. Yeah, unfortunate. Well, I'm sure you noticed my talking weapon here. I missed him my first playthrough of the game. I actually have two characters I'm playing with. My first one is an arcane. What is it called? It's a Magnus arcane. Okay. Shoot, what is the name of that class? The one that gives you a... It's the one that gives you a horse. I can't remember what its name is. Arcane something. Arcane Rider, I think it's called. I like that this game added mounted combat, and I wanted to try it out. My favorite class is the Magnus because I like using magic in magic and weapons. Yeah, that's the word. The Cavalier is one. I actually looked into that class, and you can actually ride stuff other than horses with the Beast Rider. That's pretty cool. But that's actually not the class I'm talking about. It's a subclass of the Magnus. It's called an Arcane Rider. I remember now. Oh, it's good that you can upgrade Finian. It's a shame I missed him during my first first run through of the game. What happened was I forgot to get Mind Blade. Well, when I play, yeah, I really do like the class. I used just a standard one with before in my first one, and I did the Arcane Rider because of the fact that I get a horse, and I wanted to try mounted combat. One of the neat things about it is if you charge with a spear, you get to do double damage. So that's cool. And you can later get feats that allow you to do it with any weapon. I actually have a mount on my paladin right now. And it's good to hear that I can upgrade the talking weapon. I wasn't sure about that. Dispel Magic seems to work for this, but only for some of them. Yeah. Magnus is very cool. Kind of also wanting to try the Cavalier as well in this game, because of all the different mounts you can have. There's even dinosaur mounts, like the Triceratops and a Velociraptor, which is really cool. This game has a lot of cool options. Definite improvement on Kingmaker. On that game, I did a Magnus. I also did a Druid, too. And I dipped 1 point into the Monk class, so I get extra armor class. I did the Sensei one, so I get a song buff that lasts for a few turns. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, Crusader, your actions have consequences. You shouldn't have been so overzealous and just took your eyes out. I'm sure there were other ways to punish yourself besides something that did permanent damage. But don't worry. We'll punish the one responsible. Yeah. At first you order them to attack me. Now you're trying to seduce me to your side, or on it. Nice. Very nice. I wonder what happens if I bring a religious person, especially one towards Imodane here. But I made two atheist characters. This is and this character I'm currently using is an alchemist, grenadier alchemist. Now that I think about it, she's probably trying to sow discontent, have even us fight amongst each other. Then she'd probably kill us while we were doing that, but it didn't work. Damn, DR16. That's pretty high.
Can we retreat already?
Sadly, we're gonna have to take out some of our crusaders here. We aren't able to save everyone.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Make every strike count.
No, I'll just go and tell you. I do have plan. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm planning on making this my main character here into a duelist. I actually wanted to use a duelist, and I was thinking about what would be a good class to go in tournament. I mean, there's the rogue. They said bard's a good one, but I looked into it, and the duelists actually benefit very much from intelligence. So I decided to do a alchemist. I get good magic buffs, as well as good discovery buffs. I can actually negate critical hits in what? Yeah. What else? Oh, and sneak attack damage, 25% chance. I don't think Swashbuckler's even in this one, unfortunately. I don't remember seeing it. Oh, yes. I mean a duelist prestige class.
Away, you rascal!
I'm gonna do a grenadier, a alchemist, and a duelist. Sorry, there I lost my train of thought in that.
Distract them from me.
But I'll say it again. I plan to make a grenadier, alchemist, duelist. I was debating whether I should tell you this now or surprise you, but I decided, since we're talking a lot about this, I would tell you my future plans.
You've crossed the wrong
Heck, I'm probably even going to go legend, which basically means I get 40 levels max instead of 20, so I can max out the alchemist tree in addition to the duelist. Not sure what I do with the other 10 levels though.
I will see to your demise.
Your time is over.
Interesting. Casting navigate energy. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm guessing the laugh and having the laugh is a kind of control effect. Those are always good. I was actually planning on having Wolfjik here be a control mage. Well, partially a control mage. Alternately, I'm probably gonna give him the Arcane Trickster Prestige class.
Time to share your treasures.
And I think that allows him to crit with magic, if I remember correctly, or sneak attack with magic.
Exciting.
So that'd be good. Shit. There's a puzzle there.
So exciting.
Unfortunately, you're kind of screwed.
With grace?
Actually, hang on, and this is done a magical world, so he could probably pay to get his eyes regenerated.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Hang on.
This is my kind of work.
Oh, I forgot to save. I have. The furthest I've gotten is I just liberated Dresden, and I did his story before I did that. What I don't know is how we're going to solve it. I'm not going to say anything, and I'd ask that you don't, because spoilers. But yes. Oh, good. It's an autosave.
They are the light. They are the darkness.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Fortunately, I do have a strategy here. Should I do grease trap or should I... No, what am I doing? Let's web them. Whole bunch of them in there. Web would be perfect. See, it's already helping out. Just thinking about choke pointing them, making it so I can block the entrance here with my 2 tanks. That's always a good way to deal with an enemy with superior numbers. My control can keep some of them back, while I have line go in there and just shoot them down. It's very surprising to go from core to seeing people explode in a single hit. I try to play on as hard of difficulties I can manage. I don't go to unfair because I feel like the other difficulties below that are already hard enough. I mean, I've had to restart this game several times because I lost because I wiped and I lost several people. And Dresden is a huge pain in the ass. You have to fight so many powerful enemies, and you can't really get rid of the corruption. I literally got to 3 corruption my first run through that, and it was not fun. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I can handle the difficulty at core. I've even earned a couple trophies from that. The one from Dresden, for example. I defeated that monster on core difficulty, but it was barely. Well, there's 2 ways, to my knowledge. One is the obvious. You have to go back and rest in a safe spot. That gets rid of it all. 2 is throughout the game there's specific parts that are glowing, have a holy aura. You touch them and it cleanses some of your corruption. However, there's only like 3 spots in Dresden, and one of them disappeared for me. And you have to fight so many enemies, especially really powerful enemies. Yes. And you don't even get that many of spots in Dresden. That was the problem. That's how I ended up getting 3 corruption, and it was a nightmare. I had so many spells fail. Like what's happening there.
Endure this!
Yeah, they finally got the bless spell off. Should I do Cat's Grace with him? I'll think on it. Well, I'm gonna brag a little bit here. Yes, that took me a few tries, but I did it with 2 points of corruption, which means my stats were nerfed. And I did it at core difficulty, and I got the achievement for it. But I ended up losing losing Celia. I had to use a resurrection scroll on her. But yeah, I see how it could take an hour. I think I failed the first couple times too. I had to buff myself like crazy. And I sympathize with you, man. That's not an easy fight. I won't be doing it on core. I probably won't be doing it on the strict core difficulty when I get to it, but yeah. I think I was doing the same thing too, if I remember. I may have just gotten lucky. If I remember correctly, I think it was Lon who got the killing blow. I think when I did it, I just powered through. I just got real lucky with my rolls. Oh, I had Dimension Strike from the Magnus. That helps because their touch armor class is much lower than their standard armor class. That's another good thing about the Magnus is they have that. I think it's time to throw another fireball. They're all trapped in that little area. Banished. Yeah, I was actually tempted to redo the old Dresden Siege and try to skip a few fights. Yeah, I did everything in Dresden, and it's not worth it. There are some things you might want to consider skipping in that siege, and I probably will do when I do it again on here. But at the same time, there's actually some really hard fights that you wanna do. Like one in the there's a tavern fight in Dresden that if you defeat the demon there that's really powerful, you'll get like 15k gold. Yeah, that's a good one too. Not sure if I have the spell for that, unfortunately, but
Make every strike count.
I also did manage to in one of the streams I did, you can see it on YouTube, by the way. My YouTube channel is in the description in my main channel, where I managed to defend the Defender's Heart without losing anyone with any of the buildings. I failed that my first try, but I managed to do it, and and web was a huge help. Yeah, I can imagine why. Ah, screw it. I know I said I was going to choke point him, but kind of changing my mind here. Yeah, those sound like really good spells. Hang on. Yeah, but I may have gotten rid of it. May have. There are probably other spells I wanted to use. Not to mention, one of the reasons I would have done that is if you're not careful, you can fall into that as well. So you have to be careful. Then again, the web spell and the grease spell I can also fall into. Ah, shoot, I forgot. This guy has shield on him. I just wasted a magic missile there. Oh well.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yeah, you're actually... You know, now that I think about it, maybe I should get that spell back. You know, when I when I was playing games like Mass Effect and some of my early days of RPGs, I used to turn my nose up at spells like that just don't do any damage but just hold them there. But now I've thought about it and I realize how good those spells are. Like I got Grease here, that's a good one. Web's obviously good. You're seeing it go here. I got Invisibility. I also got him a shield spell as well and Mage Armor. Also, hang on, I could have him... I'll use up one of my scrolls here. The Blinding Bomb. That's an interesting one. Ah, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Problem is, I imagine some of the higher level enemies have really good resistance, so good luck pulling that off. That's the only problem with your strategy. But yeah, if you can pull it off, that's actually a good way to get a kill. I'm actually working on making Ember control damage dealing. Well, actually, no, control healer mage mainly, with a few damaging spells. Not on this playthrough. I'm probably not going to use her, but I am using her in my other one. And I was investing her into some good control spells. Gonna turn this off temporarily. Nice, Lon. You are such a good. Such a good archer. Thing is, when I played these games, I never actually used an archer class. But after I used them in like, what was it? That one dungeon, roguelike dungeon, I realized how good they were. Also, alchemists aren't too bad either. Those bombs are actually really good. Well, I do have respecking on here. Of course, I always keep that on. That's why I do custom instead of the standard ones, because they take off respecking, and I want to have respecking in case I change my mind. Thankfully, you can turn it on and off anytime you want. Adjust the difficulty anytime you want. Nice. The main guy's almost down. Though I'm pretty low. Actually, let me check this guy. Does he have resistance to fire? Probably does. A lot of the enemies in this game have resistances up the ass, and it's kind of annoying. It's only 5, so I should be able to do something. Yeah, that's not a bad amount of damage. He's at 8 now. So close to death.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Yeah. Well, Lon, do your thing for me, will ya?
Endure this.
Friendship lasts forever.
He just finished that off like a boss.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's a way around that. You can actually, with your mythic powers, you can actually make it so that you can bypass that altogether. I did that with my Magnus, with electric spells, because I based on memory, a lot of the major spells you would use for the Magnus are electric. Their touch spell that you can is electric. Chain lightning's electric. Yeah. I may have to use that for this character so I can have my bombs deal damage.
Is there trouble?
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
That only applies for arcane spells. He's a divine caster. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, see, he doesn't have a spell chance failure.
Skip the pleasant.
Because if he did, I wouldn't have him equip armor at all.
The world is
I mean, the lighter stuff doesn't have has like only a 15% chance to fail, but after seeing dealing with the corruption levels, that's still pretty decent. Yes, it is.
adventures are exciting.
interesting. Though, one problem is my armor class is going to go down. Which means if he gets targeted in range combat, he'll be vulnerable, but he would get concentration checks. I'd have to think on that one. Oh, I got a belt of dexterity. Kind of want to give it to her. Because I do more damage. That is a fair point. But still, I have my mage armor set up on them.
Friendship lasts forever.
Yes.
I'm here.
Rules are made to be broken.
But still, I'm going to keep the higher armor class on Darren. It might save him. And the last thing I want is to lose my healer. Actually, one tactic I was thinking about doing when I get to Dresden is I'm going to use 2 healers. 2 clerics.
No time
Because I'm going to
for
need
idle.
all the healing I can get. One sec, please. My controller has some stick drift. I'm going to fix it real quick.
How cute!
Okay, I'm back. I may need to get a new controller. I mean, it's not too bad.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Yep, that's,
So exciting!
well, you do keep getting stronger and stronger heal spells.
With grace.
Yeah, sadly, that's one of the downsides of using the web spell.
The world is full of wonder.
I'll just leave that area and come back later. I mean, you know, in the Mythic Path, you get Boundless Heal, which basically makes it so your spells, you can cast them at a range. That's really good for characters like Draen. Oh wait, yeah, I remember that now. Thanks for reminding me.
This is my time to shine.
I actually forgot about that spell since I rarely use it. I know what you're talking about.
The world's not ending just yet.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Oh, here it is. Dismiss spell.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Okay, I need to use it on Wolfjik here.
Something wrong.
Oh, I already have it.
Is there trouble? How cute!
I remember what leads up. I think I vaguely remember what leads up here.
So exciting!
I want to explore the area a bit more. Actually, I want to look and see what new items I got. I know I got some. Yes, I am too. Because after combat, I would fall into my own grease pits and stuff. Still haven't found her full... Okay, well... I almost hate to do this, but I'd appreciate a follow if you would be willing to give it to me. But have a good time, whatever you're gonna do, or good luck with whatever you're gonna do. Thanks for joining me. And again, if you follow me, I'll continue working on this walkthrough. If you want to see my previous walkthroughs, go to YouTube, which is linked into my Twitch account. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I always want to grow. Always looking to grow the channel. I try not to beg too much, though. I feel like it might be pushy. But some people told me to ask. So... I look forward to seeing you again in my future streams. I stream a whole bunch of stuff like Smite, Dark Souls, might even do a few Elden Ring streams here and there. And of course the other games I mentioned, I'll probably do walkthroughs of those as well. I even do stuff like city building games like Tropico 6 and Civ 6.
Friendship lasts forever.
I'm gonna continue exploring.
With grace?
Okay, that's what that does.
Uh-huh.
Well...
Pretty good, aren't I?
This is my time to shine.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be so pushy. I don't normally do it. I just, when I see new people, I always get a tendency to want to ask them, and so I can feel like I'm making some progress on the channel. Because I do want to make money off this eventually. Not gonna lie, it's a good way to make money playing video games. Even if it's not much, it's still something.
Adventures are exciting.
Gonna go ahead and recast shield again.
Who, me?
Feel like we got a good amount already.
A simple smile goes a long way.
And I also may, when I rest again, I'll probably put the create pit back on Nemiko.
No time for idle.
Because that actually might be a better spell than I think it is.
Come at me, I dare you.
Yeah. Okay, that was not a good place for her to start. Kinda wasn't thinking there, but oh well. You, my friend, need to move. Where am I gonna go with you? Well, at any rate, it's nice I got a new follower. I'm one step closer to my goal. These guys, yeah, they do have acid energy resistance. I can use my holy water, but I'll be careful not to overuse that.
You offend me.
Into the
I don't want him getting any ideas.
Cover me, all right?
Make every strike count. Did you see that?
Mind over muscle. Stand down. Away, you rascal.
No glory without risk!
Stabby or zabby? Why not both?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. I'll make short work of this.
I'll remove this obstacle. Your time is over.
He's wasting turns by doing that. That spell's not gonna do anything to them.
Distract them from me.
The world is full of wonder.
Nice.
So exciting.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
With grace.
Well, we're reclaiming them if they did. Better than leaving it in the hands of demon scum.
It went splendidly. This is my time
Let's
to
have
shine.
some fun.
I remember this spot.
Time to share your treasures.
Still able to get the poison cloud off. Did not see him over there. Oh.
The light, take you!
Cover me, all right?
You won't survive me.
You offend me.
Well, Nemio's useless because of the poison effect. They don't like the holy energy coming from them. They're demons, Wolfjick.
Call me again if you need to.
That is a holy aura, which will reduce our corruption. I don't have any corruption right now, so I'm not going to use it. There's actually an encounter here, or there could be an encounter here in the basement with the mongrels if you told them to attack from below.
Reason to pause.
Problem is when you in the game when you meet them and tell them to attack from below, they only stay in the basement. They don't actually help you out
Adventures are
any more
exciting.
than just that. But still, there are a few encounters down here we can do and some items to get.
With grace.
Yeah, they're right here, and they only help with like one fight in here against a few low-level demons. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and auto-battle this.
Kneel, you thug.
Yeah, that. See, they weren't in any trouble. Against a lot of minor fights, I just auto-do it to make things go quicker. This game allows you to do turn-based and auto. They both have their merits, in my opinion.
This is my time to shine.
My apologies, more stick drift.
How cute! So
Yeah.
exciting.
Do I even come back here? Possibly. Oh, that sucks. Sure, if this happened, but this may have happened when I returned to the city, and I just didn't loot these guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna have you use this. What the? So even the apprentice lockpick doesn't work? What if I do it?
This is my
Ah,
time
the
to
hell with it.
shine.
If I remember correctly, there's nothing of real major value in there anyway.
Rely on me. It is no trouble.
A success worthy of praise.
On my way.
Looks like we cleared much of the first floor. Yeah, this is
This is simple.
the puzzle. I was waiting to do it later because I didn't want to.
Tail is twitching.
I was being lazy. Okay, apparently if we get the tieflings to help us out, we're able to get through this. I unfortunately missed this my first run and had to do it the hard way. Yeah, the guy trolled us there.
I'll see what I can do. Lead on.
This is my kind of work.
I'm sure it is.
It is no trouble. We will win this war. On my way.
Don't like how these...
Smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that
Sorry,
fails,
stick drift
I'll use
again.
my sharp nails instead.
I may need to get a new controller.
How cute!
Yeah, I don't like how close they're getting.
Adventures are exciting.
You can handle them.
What did he say?
Into the fray. The inheritance.
Too late.
So exciting!
Disarm the trap.
No challenge at all. I don't tolerate
There we go. That was a bit...
trouble.
Well, they did do a good amount of damage there. But we came out on top in the end. Masterwork weapons sell pretty good.
Uh-huh.
No, I remember hearing one time when I was researching medieval stuff.
A simple smile goes
They
a
said
long
that
way.
swords were actually really expensive. And in this game, they're like 4 gold pieces. I've seen food cost more.
Skip the pleasantries.
I feel like that's a bit historically inaccurate.
The world is full of wonder.
Yeah, swords were actually used as status symbols by knights. In addition to weapons, because of how expensive they were made.
How cute!
That's why a lot of peasants who would go to war would use spears. I mean, some knights use spears too, because they're really good with the reach and everything. But spears were more of a peasant's weapon, while the sword was a knight's weapon.
So exciting!
Another interesting historical fact is when crossbows came into play, the Catholic Church wanted them banned because of how good they were at killing knights. It upset the status quo and the elitism of the nobility to have a weapon that could so easily kill them.
No time for idling.
Fortunately, we can't carry everything,
With grace.
so we have to prioritize. Almost level 6. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. How much? 44 pounds.
Friendship lasts forever.
I think those breastplates were 30 pounds each. That's the problem with carrying armor. It's heavy. But still, you carry everything you can and then sell it for the sweet money. Because you're going to need a lot of money. This opens a shortcut back to the beginning.
This is my time to shine.
We're actually doing pretty good. Thought I need a second part, but I feel like we're already cleared a good percentage of. We don't even need to have to rest right now,
How cute.
which is cool. Now we need to solve that puzzle before moving on. I think because all the encounters we did, there's definitely some items worth getting.
So exciting.
So we need to solve this puzzle. Actually, I'll be right back. Then we'll solve it. Alright, I'm back. And better than ever. Had to take care of a few things.
With
Now to solve this puzzle. That's actually good for like a druid or something. Or, now I'm thinking about it, might actually work out for our horse friend here.
Oh, wonder.
Yep.
Adventures are exciting. Is there trouble? No time for idling.
So close. Yep, those are my stats for my main character. I had the strength as a temporary until I could get it so I could do damage based off my dexterity. I did plan on respecking so I could I was attempting to put those points in like Constitution or something, but I only get like 15, so I didn't bother. Yeah. It got looks like it got 17. Yeah, my plans have it around 22. The intelligence will come in handy later. I may even put more points into Constitution since she's going to be frontline.
Friendship lasts forever. The world is full of wonder. Adventures are exciting.
Hang on,
Goes a long way.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the same stuff over and over again.
Is there trouble?
Another interesting thing about this game is certain books will give you certain benefits. That's something that didn't exist in the older games. Like the one book allows me to gives me bonus I think bonus to attack and damage with the glaive. Don't really use a glaive, but it's still cool that I got to use it. Hang on, I need to find it. Trying to find the holy scroll I had. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This should tell you the order in which you have to activate the statues. So it's Gallifrey. We'll actually be meeting her later on. Actually, I am a days first, then Gallifrey. Hand of the Inheritor, Silver Twins. So it's Iamade, Galfi, the Silver Twins, then Zakareth of Kenabres and Yami of Dresden.
No time for idling.
Hard part is figuring out which one of these is which.
This is my time to shine.
But I can kind of see the wings, so hang on. Stick drift again. Had to fix it.
So exciting.
Okay, Iamade is first. I think Anomade's.
Huh?
There is going to be a bit of guesswork. I think this is first.
This is my time to shine.
I'm gonna bring my party over here and just loan.
Friendship lasts forever.
Then the Sacred Twins. May have done that in the wrong order. Did do a bit of guesswork, I'm not gonna lie. And that was
So
incorrect.
exciting.
I think this is Iamade. Then
With grace. This is my time to shine.
wrong again. I'm pretty sure Adomede is female. But just in case. Oh, that's wrong.
With grace.
Oh, I think I already did this one. Nope.
This is my time to shine.
It's Ioma Day. I think that's it. Then the queen, which is her, because it said sword and shield for the queen. Then the twins. I don't know which order I don't know which one is which.
How cute.
This is the mage, which is second to last. And I'm wrong again. Lovely.
So exciting.
Maybe it needs to be this way.
This is my time to shine. How cute.
Am I missing something here? Yeah, Domine is definitely female. And so is Gallifrey. Oh, Hand of the Hair. So which one? Maybe Ioma Day isn't in this one. Maybe that's where I'm messing up. So it starts with Gallifrey, who has a sword and shield. Then the Hand of the Inheritor. And the Silver Twins.
The world is full of wonder. So exciting.
I think that's the hand they were talking about.
With grace.
And I think it goes her. It worked. So that was my mistake. I should have done her first, then him, then the male angel, then the female angel, then the mage, then that's the owner of Radiance. I don't really know her name very well.
This is my time to shine.
So there was a bit of guesswork, but we managed to get through it.
Goes a long way.
And oh, we got a magic item there. A lot of this is kind of useless, the common stuff. That magic flail might be only useful. Well, there's this too. Here we go. Oh, there's some horse armor in there, so that's good. Gonna drop more of this breastplate. It's real heavy. Still not enough. I'll drop these long spears as well. Let's look at the items we got.
Is there trouble?
Lightness harness. Only gives 2 armor class. Not overly great, but it's a good start. I can actually put that on my horse. Get a bonus to damage. That's not bad. Not bad. Honestly, I feel like they could have done better. But this wasn't a hard puzzle, so... It said 2 armor class. Oh. It said 2 armor class before, though. Doesn't do any good. According to that, to feedback, I don't see an increase. So I guess that doesn't work. Oh. It doesn't give any bonuses, it just allows me to use dexterity instead of strength. So that's not good for the horse. Those only give me extra damage if I crit. But yes, the horse uses natural weapons, so... Also, that's what the horse armor looks like. Not too impressive. I wish they could have made it flashier.
This is simple.
Stick drift again. All right. If we go through here, we'll come out to a really hard fight, so I'm not going to go through there. This is where we... yeah, that's where we first came in. Yeah, this area looks like where we came from. First floor has been cleared, and so is the basement. Now we gotta do the second floor. And we're almost at level 6. I like to see that. Quick save here. There's another. Actually, I remember there's a major conflict not too far from here. But I did say this is going to be a two-parter, so... And it's already been 2 hours. So...
Lead on.
I'm probably going to end the stream real soon, but I want to get to level 6 first.
Friendship lasts
Is there anything in here? Oh, nice. Another
so exciting.
corruption cleansing place. Too bad I've been doing so well here, I don't really need them.
Away, you rascal.
Ah, those guys give diseases, so you better be careful of them.
All your fault.
Ah, tried to get him out of there, but
You are lacking.
thankfully he didn't go down to death's door.
The world is full of wonder.
There we go. I wanted to get the level up before I ended the stream.
No time for idling.
These are all masterwork axes.
With
I'm calling them axes. I know that's not what they're technically called. Yep, good. Great Garrison isn't that long. It's literally nothing compared to Dresden, I'll tell you that. But also, if you're able to get the haste spell here, I would try to get as much as you can done before you go to rest, because I don't think you will get it back again after a rest. I think once you rest once, it goes away. So I want to try to do the hard fights here while I have the advantage of the haste spell. And there is a hard fight close by.
My tail is restless.
But we're not going to do that right now. I am going to level up, though.
exciting.
I'm actually going to do a hard save here. And we'll get to level 6.
Friendship lasts forever.
I need to be level 8. I'm getting fast bombs at level 8, that's for sure. Thought I could get blinding bombs now, but I was mistaken. My options are... There's the choking bomb. What does nauseated do again? Oh, that's kind of like the, what is it? That bomb I mean that spell, the get poison gas cloud, those demons used. Spelling bombs, that might not be a bad idea. But I want some control. Been using preserve organs. Also, spontaneous heals wasn't too bad early game for the extra heals. Dispelling bomb is also really good. Nauseate is not bad. Might really wanted to get blinding bombs before I went to duelist. Choking bomb's not bad for control, all things considered. Using preserve organs, that's a good one, especially for tanks. I can make this 50%, meaning that I would have a chance to negate critical damage and sneak attacks. But if I'm gonna get fast bomb at level 8, I want to get some type of control effect. Actually, Tangle might not be bad. Doesn't tell me if it's a fortitude or not, or reflex or something like that. Kind of wondering, would entangled characters take damage, increased damage from sneak attack? Tanglefoot bombs deal damage, so the choking bombs wouldn't. So if I fail the fortitude, it does nothing. Kind of curious if I want to do the nauseating effect or I want to do this one. Because I do want at least one control effect bomb, and I can't get blinding bombs. This is not easy. Entangle or choking. I might go Tanglefoot because I can technically do damage with them. Not to mention I can lower their movement speed. As well as lower their armor class and their chance to hit. So I'll do that one. Okay, what spell do I want? I can get one second or first level. See, invisibility might not be bad. False life's not too bad either. I like aid more than false life. False life would give you slightly more, but the aid also gives you a bonus to attack. Yeah, I think Tengafoot is better. He does give a good control effect. And it's a reflex.
A simple smile goes a long way.
That's weird. What happened to my... They went away. Go ahead. I don't use charge.
Together, we stand.
After I do this level up, I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, disease is the good one. Which one did I have before? I had the fatigue and exhausted get removed from lay on hands. But diseased is a good one too.
Rely on me.
There we go. That's the bulwark horse, which is the durable horse. That's actually my favorite because it's able to take damage, and you don't want it dying because if it dies, then you'll get knocked off and be forced to pick yourself up. So The harder you can make your horse to kill, the better. Jersey. Could do blur. That's not a bad spell, second level spell. Hmm? Oh. Should I go on the offensive and give it Bone Shatter? Just trying to make him more control. I want to make it so I can put them under a control effect, so and once they're under that control effect, I could activate my sneak attack damage. Yeah, I'm gonna say no on this. I already got grease for that. Mirror image is good. And Decisions. I'll do Burning Arc. Probably will give him some damaging spells too, in addition to control. Because I wanted to spec him into an Arcane Trickster. And if I remember correctly, those allow you to deal sneak attack damage with damaging spells.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
I'll be right back. That's interesting. I might do that one.
Are we in trouble yet?
Miss me already?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that one. Especially for an upcoming fight.
I welcome your company.
I'm always open to ideas.
Haste is a good spell. Spike Pit's not bad. Basically an evolution of the pit ability she had before. I'm gonna get Battering Blast first.
Are we ready to move out?
Something wrong?
the create pit spell. And the haste spell. Now I got our own haste, you don't have to depend on theirs.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
The world is full of wonder.
Alright, hang on a minute. I may have made a mistake here. Yeah, I should have got the unlife instead. I'll probably just reload that, but I'm not going to have you see it. I'm ending the stream here. You saw my level ups. I'll probably get rid of the aid one though, because I already have a bless, and I didn't think about that before. And certain bonuses don't stack, so I don't think aid and bless would stack. Well, actually, I don't always use bless. Well, I use it a lot. It's a low level spell that gives me attack rolls. And there might be times where I don't, where I might run out of bless and I still have that, so there's that. So never mind, I'll keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.